Hello once again, YouTube. This is Lord Bartholum with another video. Today I have decided to talk about one of the books that I own, giving you a little preview on what it contains as well as my opinion on it. The book is the Nocturnicon, there it is, by Konstantinos. For those who do not know who Konstantinos is, he is an occult author of other books such as Nocturnal Witchcraft, The Gothic Grimoire, and Vampires, The Occult Truth. Nocturnicon is his most recent book, and similar to his previous installation, it revolves mainly around the nocturnal phase of the day, or else nocturnal magic. But it is not limited to those type of people. The rites within it can easily be used by one who prefers to do spell work in the day as much as the night, but it is mainly for those of the night. Using a blend of psychodrama, fear, and rather powerful constructs or thought forms, he allows a person to delve into the abyss of space and the night, gathering forth the power of which he states is granted to us by divine right. For the creator or event which created us would by default have left a fragment of its essence within our spiritual bodies, thus what he calls dark matter or dark energy, which he states in his book that scientists have labeled that to the rather amount of mass located in space. Thus, with the rites and spell work spoken of in this book, he allows us to tap into this power and push our will into the other, thus granting us an interesting form of magic. Well written, with a bit of humor here and there, he also grants a rather easy form of circle casting, which is a bit vague, however. It holds no exact boundary, which most circle casting possesses, and instead makes a sort of field where a person can work magic, on the same level as one who performs it within a circle. Whether this helps or diminishes the protective properties of the circle casting, it does, however, allow his main purpose of this rite, which is pretty much to invite things into your area, to allow it to grant you insight, warning, as well as other things during the overall practice. Later on in the book, he grants a person an interesting term for those who delve into the use of alcohol and alter states of awareness through drug use. Mind you, he never specifically states that one should condone alcoholism and or drug use. He simply states, let me find the page real quick. Here you go. He states, never ever waste a perfectly good altered state of awareness, no matter how it was induced. Which is, give you that right there. Not sure if you can see it, but there it is. During this little section of the book, he speaks of the magical properties within alcoholic drink, such as abstinence, which is, I believe, illegal in the United States, which is very interesting that he would state such a thing. And I apologize for my mistranslation, but chartreuse. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong. He even adds a little interesting history lesson on the creation of these drinks. Later on in the book, however, it holds a few rites mainly revolving around sexual release. I'm not sure how many would agree with me, but sex is perhaps a very good stimulation for magical working. I mean, the rhythmic motion of the body, the subtle build-up leading to an orgasm, until you finally release in however fashion you and your partner have decided to take it upon, works very well with magical exercises, which mainly revolves around building up energy and then releasing it to the other. He taps into this natural source of movement and allows us to expand upon it, to use it for our own benefits. Not limited to such acts, he likewise speaks of a few members of the Greek pantheon, mainly the lord of the underworld Hades, and even the messenger god Hermes. Continuing where he left off in the Gothic grimoire with that interesting rite of entering the underworld and even seeing your dark reflection, he continues on that path by stating rites of raising the dead for divination, mainly revolving around rites used in Greece, in ancient Greece time. I don't really wish to spill the last bits of the book, but I will admit that towards the end, it is revealed that the book holds to a sort of Lovecraftian nature, using that powerful thought form which many have added upon to create an actual being which one can use for their benefit. And if anyone recognizes Konstantinos' work, he greatly emphasizes on the potential power of thought forms, and have actually labeled gods as simple thought forms, which, if I might add, leads to Anton LaVey stating that gods were created by man, and thus, if by worshipping a god, you are actually worshipping a man. Interesting ideal, isn't it? And if that were not enough, he even speaks of the morning star Lucifer, which just goes to show how very interesting this book is. All in all, it's a good read. The rites having enough gaps to be easily turned into one's own personal rites, while being sound enough to actually work. I should know this, for I have actually done a few of them with moderate success. Holding traits of Lovecraftian Greece, his own blend of nocturnal magic, Konstantinos brings one's attention to the night and all the well-kept secrets she holds. Later, YouTube, I hope you have enjoyed this video as much as I have making it, even though I don't really give a fuck, but meh. Later.